48 this morning, I will not come down for people who refuse to come up. So, I will not come down for people who refuse to come up. We're talking about conflict resolution. See, you can address the issue as long as we can talk head on, talk person to person. But anything else is cowardly. If they cannot say it to you, and the word comes from someone else, let's pause right there. First of all, why are they comfortable talking about me to you? That's just my first thought. When people say, well, you know what they say, why are they comfortable having that conversation with you in the first place? And many times we don't think about, well, they're just, it's a safe space, and they want to talk, and I just sat back, and all I was doing was just listening. And the moment that I heard, I make sure, did you stand up right there in that moment and say, you know what, if you have an issue like we learned last time, did you bring the conflict to the proper authorities? Because every moment that you listen, you're complicit. And sometimes silence is acceptance. What are you co-signing just by being in that presence? Because it starts from, we're just having a conversation to, we all were just having a conversation, and then they start bringing everybody in, and it starts from an issue with just one person. Now it's the entire beauty shop. Or the barber shop. Corporate America is the water cooler. Church is the parking lot. I'll speak the truth and I make no apologies for it. That should tell you about what you need to know about those note passers. I don't have no time for a note passer these days. Let me tell you guys a story. It's the summer of 1999. I'm at church camp, just being a teenage boy who just loves the Lord. And I'm just... That wasn't a joke. Dante, you feel me? I'm just being a teenager that loves the Lord, right? And so I'm loving the Lord. I'm there worshiping at the altar. And someone comes slips me a note. And they say, well, this girl Renita, she thinks you're cute. She likes you. I said, well, really, right now I'm in a relationship with Jesus. I don't know if I have room for anyone else. I said, but you tell Sam Ballard, if they have something to say to me, that Sam Ballard needs to come tell me themselves. That's not really how the story went. We've been together so long, since 1999, sometimes the memories kind of get a little bit fuzzy. But basically the point that I'm trying to make is that we don't have time to entertain note passers. The enemy is willing to do whatever it takes to get your attention. They'll laugh at you. They will despise you. They will lie on you. They will accuse you. They will question your walk and your commitment. But like I said last week, they're mad. They're mad, and you're thinking, like even we talked about last week, that you don't even have it all together yet. Like you're already upset, and the gates, they talk about Nehemiah. Nehemiah said the gates weren't even erected yet. He didn't have the gates. So, bro, you mad? You're like really, really mad. And I haven't even gotten everything where I've not even achieved the level of success that I'm going to experience, and yet you're already upset. That's what the enemy does. I always want to tell them, you're mad right now? I haven't even made, 5 years of being a pastor yet. Hope Active hasn't even been in an organization for 2 years yet. If you're mad now, boy, I tell you, you just wait 1 second and watch what God is going to do. But you want to know how to gauge if you're maturing? It's when people can believe what they want to believe. They can say what they want to say. They can hold on to what they want to hold on to. They can laugh at you, despise you. They can lie on you. They can accuse you. And they can question you. And guess what? You're still not moved. I'm not moved. Why am I not moved? Because I'm employed in the kingdom of God. I'm about my Father's business. That's why I'm not moved. You're not even bold enough to come up here to have a conversation. So the moment that you're going to have the gall to kind of come up and have a conversation, man to man, woman to woman, then maybe we can talk. But until then, I'm about my Father's business. I don't have time to entertain you. I'm sorry. It's hard. It hurts my neck looking down at you down there. But if you're willing to come up to here to talk about what God is doing in our lives and how we can move forward for the kingdom work, then we can have a conversation. I don't have time for any no pastors. People, if you're going to say it, say it. I'll never tell anyone to feel how you are entitled to feel however you want to feel. I never try to talk anyone out of their feelings. We have a great example of this, about how no matter what they say, how we still we're unmoved by this. Jesus gave us the best example. Isaiah 53 verse 7. It says, he was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. He was led like a lamb to the slaughter, and a sheep before its shearers is silent. So he did not open his mouth. Oppressed and afflicted, but yet still quiet. That doesn't make sense, because when you think about oppressed, when you think about being afflicted, the first thing you think about is the fact that we have to cry out because this is unfair treatment. So I didn't even open my mouth. Because where I'm headed is much better, even as inconvenient as where I am right now. As uncomfortable as the situation that I am right now. That the purpose and the plan that God has for me is much bigger than right here what I'm facing. And so even though you oppress me and you afflict me, I will stand here and be quiet, because I know that what is coming is better than right now what I'm experiencing. Matthew 27:11 also tells us, meanwhile, Jesus stood before the governor. And the governor asked him, are you the king of the Jews? You have said so, Jesus replied. Verse 12 says, when he was accused by the chief priests and the elders, he gave no answer. Verse 13 says, then Pilate asked him, don't you hear the testimony they are bringing against you? Verse 14 says, but Jesus made no reply, not even to a single charge, to the great amazement of the governor. You want to shock your enemy, you learn how to shut your mouth. They say, you know what, they sit back and make like, this normally gets a reaction. I don't understand why it's not getting a reaction. Normally they flip out, normally they curse me out, normally they stop speaking to me, but for some reason it has not. So they start trying other tricks. You want to baffle your enemies, you learn to say, you know what, God, you're going to have to fight this battle. I'm going to stand here, Lord, I'm not going to act ugly, I'm not going to do anything, Lord, I'm going to walk in love, but I'm not going to move my position. I'm not going to come down to that level to prove something that I don't have to prove something to. So, not a word. You're saying it to their amazement. Every button that the enemy pushes, he expects a reaction because of all of the past things that he's gotten a reaction. I know it's going to work. Let's add a little bit of fatigue, a little bit of frustration. Let somebody waste your time. Well, what happens? To the amazement. I'm telling you. That's what I'm working on. Say, Pastor, what are you working on? I'm learning how to shut up. I don't always want to, that is for sure. I told y'all last week. Like I said, man, you know what? I may live in League City now, but I grew up off of Cullen Boulevard. And sometimes I want to remind people that I can lay hands on you, or I can lay hands on you. Sorry, let me